Fuck yeah. Sorry, Virgil. Welcome to Hollywood, bitch. It is a nice shirt. We're doing a little pre-show AEW Revolution. I got to order the pay-per-view first. I probably should be in Charlotte, but I was too lazy, to be honest with you. It's a lot of money, to be honest with you. And Daddy doesn't have that much money. I mean, okay, countdown to Revolution. I probably should have done this before I started. But you know how I roll. Hold on, continue to buy. Yeah, $49. That's not that bad. Hold on here. I realize that this is not an exciting stream, but all right, I'm just gonna take a picture of my buddy RJ City. All right, we got the 0 hour. We've got Chris Statlander, Willow Nightingale against Julia Hart and Sky Blue. Julia, and then we have a clusterfuck of a 12-man tag. We've got the Guns, Billy Gunn, the Acclaimed, Jay White against just I don't know what's going on in this match. And then of course we got the main card: Hangman Adam Page, Samoa Joe, Swerve Strickland, AEW World Title on the line. And then we have the All-Star 8-Man Scramble: Chris Jericho, Powerhouse Hobbs, Lance Archer, Wardlow, Dante Martin, Hook, Brian Cage, and Magnus. I don't know about this match. And Will Ospreay against Kanosuke Takeshita. Will Ospreay liked one of my posts today, so Daddy's pretty happy. And then we have FTR against John Moxley and Claudio Castagnoli. Thank you very much. And then we have Eddie Kingston, King of the Bums, against Bryan Danielson. This should be a good match. I'm curious as where they put the Sting match on the card because you want the crowd to be hot. And then we have the AEW Women's World Championship, Toni Storm against Deonna Purrazzo. This would have been a good match for Sasha Banks to come in. And then we have my lookalike Roderick Strong facing Orange Cassidy. Hit the like button while I'm not looking at the screen. And I finally figured out how to turn the volume down on my new TV. And then we've got Christian Cage, the Father's Champion, against Daniel Garcia for the TNT Championship. This should be a good one. And, of course, Darby Allin and Sting, the Icon, versus the EVPs, Matt and Nicholas Jackson. I don't get the Young Bucks as the opponent here. But, I'm not a booker of AEW, so what the hell do I know? Yeah, dude, I saw Dave. Hello, everyone. Yeah, I'm done with the Dabbleverse, man. If anyone asks the Dabbleverse question in the stream, I'm not even going to acknowledge it. It's just a bunch of fucking losers sniping each other, ripping into people like me who have nothing to do with that scene. Like, I'm done. Enjoy it. I saw Ospreay wrestle this year not this year, last year in Long Beach, New Japan. Had a car. That's where Sasha Banks got injured. I'm not against using an illegal stream, but since I'm a stand-up and I I work hard to make you guys laugh and all that shit. I like to get paid. So, I pay for most of my pay-per-views. I haven't sniped a pay-per-view in a long time. I think the last time I did it, I was in La Jolla at the Comedy Store, and Fedor had a fight, and they didn't have an option for me to buy a pay-per-view, so I did snipe the last Emperor's fight. So, I really wanted to go, but it's just a lot of money. Like the plane, I only fly first class. No, that's not anyone's problem but mine. But that was 2 grand. Tickets weren't that bad, but I didn't really have a way to get from Charlotte to no from yeah from Charlotte to Greensboro. So that was. Let me just take a picture of my buddy RJ City. I love RJ City. So he was very kind to me. I can't William Zoom. That's just who I am. I'm not saying I have a fear of flying, but I if I'm gonna die, it's gonna be in first class. And I had a really good, I said to myself last night, uh, if I had a good set last night at the Comedy Store, I would just drive to the airport. But I do have my dog. You know, so I had no one to watch my dog. Hold on, I'm getting a communique from someone who's at AEW Revolution. I don't want to dox him, so let me just do this real fast. I love you all. I'll just talk to you while I'm not looking. Come up with some questions. I realize that this isn't exciting watching me type, but I won't do this a lot today. Oh shit, there's David, the old promoter, David Crockett. They're really bringing out some old schoolers here. Jim Crockett Promotions, NWA. Yeah, I know, but I just feel, William, that since I paid more money for the ticket, Dennis Miller had a funny joke that he thinks the first people in first class they should have pods, that escape pods, since they paid more money than the poors. I'm not with Dr. Ken right now. I'm by myself and Lois. This is going to be great. David Crockett, man. This is pretty sweet. Should be a hot crowd, though, but I am curious as to where they put the Sting match, because it's just gonna be interesting. I don't think you can put that last, because the crowd's gonna be fucking dead. Because there's matches that are starting. Uh, you know, what time is it now? 3:38. So at 4 o'clock, there's matches starting, and so if you have Sting's match till the end, that's almost 3 hours, 4 hours. Um, you know, that's a long time. But I have but if you put it in the middle, uh, I know, William. But you never know, though. I mean, I think they said the safest part of the plane is in the back, but um, I don't know. Like, I guess it depends on what kind of crash. I've been lucky to never really have a bad experience on a plane. I mean, I don't believe, to my knowledge, I've ever come close to dying on a plane. Um, I mean, I do remember one of it might have been the first flight I ever took, looking back. Uh, we went from LA to Florida, Miami, I believe. No, I'm sorry. It was LA to Greenwich, Connecticut. And I remember we had to circle while landing for like 2 hours. So looking back, there was probably something pretty wrong. What am I, DB Cooper, William Zoom? Come on. But other than that, I've never I think the roughest flight I've ever had was flying out of Denver. I'll never forget that was a horrifying flight. I think it was snowing, it was windy. Um, so that was unpleasant to say the least. But I'm here doing this stream, so um, I survived. Now I know that doing a wrestling stream with you guys is risky because I don't believe a lot of you follow AEW in the stream, but that's all right. I know it very much was like that, William, from the standpoint of, and I was so young. I think I was maybe 10, no older than 12. So I just remember that we were up circling for like 2 hours. But, I'm here. I like AEW. I prefer the product, but they got to step it up because, I think the problem with AEW is that, they concentrate more on like fantasy matches. Like, hey, let's have Kenny Omega and Osprey. I'm sure when Okada comes in, let's have Jay White and Okada. But by the way, Jay White, not even on the main card. That's insane. Like, that's just, damn, I wish I could go into AEW for just like a month and write them. I mean, Jay White's a star, and you got him in a fucking 12-man tag with Satnam Singh. I mean, that is Tommy's Love Stick, Tommy's Love Stick, AC/DC. Hello to all. We got 17 people in the house. Hit the like button if you can. I don't ask you kids for much. Oh, Kenny Omega and Osprey. I could fucking watch them wrestle 10 times and not get bored. We got 76 minutes till Revolution, but we got about 17 minutes to 0 hour. Who's the most famous human you've ever met? Ross Dogs. I mean, worldwide, I guess it would be my cousin, RFK Jr. I'm trying to think. I mean, Jim Carrey, Saget. I mean, they're all pretty much comics. Tyler, the Creator's famous, like, with younger people. I mean, when I tell someone under the age of 25 I've worked with Tyler, the Creator, they freak out. Wayne Gretzky, if you want to go athletes. I mean, Kareem. Stallone, I guess. Never met Ted Kennedy. You couldn't fit our two heads in the same room. Hulk Hogan, worldwide is pretty famous, I would say. Yeah, that about covers it. Ultimate Warrior, I guess. Yeah, absolutely. The match of the night on paper is going to be Osprey and Takeshita. Oh shit! Hold on. You know what that means? J-Man Jack, $1.99. I guess that's a sticker. Thank you very much, Mr. J-Man Jack. Yeah, Van Halen's definitely up there in terms of Barry Manilow. I'm trying to think musician-wise. Alice Cooper's pretty famous worldwide. Harry Nielsen, like, not necessarily to younger audiences. Damn, they're showing highlights of Takeshita and Osprey right now. This is gonna be a good one. Now, I've never met Osprey before, but I did meet Takeshita at the Ric Flair weekend, and he was really nice. So it's really hard to believe he's a bad guy. Um, I'm trying to think. I mean, Rob Riggle's pretty famous, worldwide. I mean, movie star, whatever you want to call him. I've met a lot of famous people. I mean, I live in LA, I don't. I mean, Russell Peters as a comic is. Thank you, J Man Jack, very much. He's worldwide very famous. Yeah, Tom Green's famous. I mean, well, Dave Chappelle, like, I met him. I mean, I've worked with him a few times. Um, just I'm trying to think of other comics. Like, I mean, I've met Jay Leno. Yeah, I mean, it's a who's who. So Jimmy Carr. I mean, worldwide. I mean, Jimmy Carr plays like arenas. Uh, I don't recall what Barry Manilow was wearing. I guess it was skimpy. I mean, yeah, I mean, when you think about it, you mentioned the name Hulk Hogan. Everyone, I think I did my Hulk Hogan sex tape joke last night at the store, and even the younger women in the audience were like, I could tell, oh, they've heard of him. Um, and I mean, they probably know Hulk Hogan, sadly enough, through Nick Hogan, that, and Brooke Hogan. Um, Hogan knows best and all that shit. But um, I mean, Dice is up there, in terms of fame. I mean, you mentioned the name Dice Clay. That's certainly a big name. I also think Orange Cassidy and Roderick Strong could steal the show. Both very good wrestlers, performers, showmen. I'm interested in the surprises they're going to do. For Sting's last match, someone like, um, Luger or someone from Sting's past will interrupt the show at some point. I met Orange Cassidy at the store, and I didn't know how to shake hands with him because I didn't know if he was going to go like that or go like that. And he actually he went like that. I've actually never met Ray DeVito, to be honest with you. Remember, no more Dabbleverse in here. It's a Dabbleverse free stream. Um, so I'm just not into all that bullshit that comes with that. Um, so let's talk hockey, wrestling, stand-up comedy, whatever. My Northwest Ken, that's a Dabbleverse question. Kermit the Frog there. It's all good, ACDC. I just don't. I mean, I watched a few streams, and it's like, Jesus, man, can you guys talk about anyone else? No, eat Beaver. I'm not gonna lie. Yes, we can talk LA Kings hockey. A big 5-1 win tonight or this afternoon. Philippe Deneau, known more for his defense, scored 3 goals. Yes, if you scroll down my Instagram, I think about 5-6 months ago, me and Dave did a kind of a funny version of bumping mics where he joined me on stage because I was on stage and then he came out and we it was pretty cool. I would pull up the picture, but I'm a one-man army. I don't know how to do that shit. We might, now that I figured out how to turn the TV down, but I mean, yeah, we could do a wildlife stream. It'd probably be about 4 people in chat. You, me, and William Zoom. But we'll do a pre-show. We might watch a little bit of the 0 hour. Um, And then I'm gonna watch the pay-per-view in peace. I don't know if I can't do, like, certain people and do, like, 3 to 5-hour streams, man, and I know you make, more money if you do that. I can't do that, man, because I have it harder than I don't, uh I'll give a $50 chat if I do a 5-hour stream, but see, I can't do that, dude, and I know you would too, but I don't wanna just do, like, a 5-hour stream just so I can get money out of you guys. I'm not like that. I mean, I made really good money last night at the Comedy Store, so I'm good. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna refuse any super chats, but that's not why I'm doing this. Well, I don't know how to watch that, because it's not really on TV that much, to be honest. Now, there's another movie called The Wildlife, I forget what it is, and I get excited every time I see it, and then I click on it, and it's not the one with, the one that we're talking about. Um, Hold on, I gotta sneeze, J-Man Jack. J-Man Jack 666. Your opinion of Y&T, NorCal Metal, still at it. Thanks for Dabbleverse Free Zone. Well, here's the one. Here was the final straw with me and no Dabbleverse questions. Is someone in, I think it was Dr. Chow. He asked me a question: could I get Ray DeVito spots at the Comedy Store? And I said no, which I can't. You have to be passed at the store to get a regular spot there. Um, so someone, I think it was fake NLO, whoever that is on Twitter, made it seem they were trying to spin it like I didn't think Ray was funny, and so I'm not going to get him a spot because I don't think he's funny. It's just like, here I am. I just answered a simple fucking question, and then someone tries to spin it where so they can get me in on the Dabbleverse bullshit, and it's like, no, I've never seen Ray do stand up, so I'm assuming it's funny. He works a lot, so um, I'm done with that world. I'm not going to go on anyone's shows, um, and they'll be fine, to be honest. And they can. I mean, when you're sniping my show, it's over, man. You've run out of people. So, J-Man Jack, let me get to your question. Sorry. Your dabble free zone got me going. I love Y&T. They were almost too good for the scene, though. Like, they were not a good-looking group of guys. I'm talking the original four guys. Um, Leonard Hayes, the drummer, looked like someone you'd meet at a fishing dock. And Dave Minichetti, he's a great guitar player. Um, and the bass player wasn't the best looking guy in the world, and the other, I think it was Minichetti's brother. I do like Summertime Girls. That's a great song and a funny video. um, but and Keep On Running, I knew the guy in the Keep On Running video. I know the strangest fucking people. So I like them. Great band. They just, unfortunately their peak was kind of around 84, I think, with Mean Streets. uh, but you know, they weren't like a good looking group of dudes, and that was right when Rat and Poison and Cinderella and Quiet Riot wasn't great looking either, but like, unfortunately their commercial success peaked when the hair metal was at full bore. I mean, they had some great albums for sure, and I agree with you, William. But I think the Dabbleverse is, it's like wrestling. Wrestling, even when it's down, is still around. But they just, I'm just done, man. Like, that turned me off so much, that the fact that I answered a question and then they spun it like I was saying Ray wasn't funny. I've never seen him do stand-up. I'm assuming he is funny, but, like, I'm just done, you know? So, I mean, I wanna do Hackamania because I wanna do the stand-up shows, but I'm not doing the podcast because Hackamania, the podcasts are all gonna be talking shit about Stuttering John and whoever else, and, um, you're not gonna bully me on that shit. I mean, I kinda wanna do the podcast at Hackamania, just go, "Alright, all you guys talk shit, you talk shit to my face." Uh, uh. Um, yes, I do like those old school Y&T shirts. I have that ability, William. I mean, it is thank you again, J-Man Jack, for your, 666 super chat. I hope I answered your question. I mean, Y&T just maybe if they popped in the '70s where in the '70s, you didn't really have to be a good-looking guy. Like, there was a lot of unattractive bands in the '70s who made it. Like, look at Boston. There's not a single good-looking guy in the bunch in that band. But I think they, until Appetite for Destruction, have the highest selling debut album of all time. Easy 123, member for 1 month. Bonzo Berry, thank you very much. Easy 123. Well, I mean, I don't want, like I said, and I don't want to bore you guys with the same shit, but you know, I I don't watch stand up because I want to do it. So and I'm certainly not going to watch stand up of a New York comic I've never met. So Twisted Sister, yeah, you're right, Sour Milk, but they had great videos. Um, and Dee Snider is an enigmatic frontman. Like he is, you can't keep your eyes off him. And the videos were good, and they had the shtick with Niedermeyer from the Animal House movies. Whereas Y&T's videos were almost parodies of the scene. Summertime Girls is a very funny video, and some hot girls in it. But the band just, I don't know, they look like an Amber Alert lineup. Um, Great musicians though, but they were just popping when musicianship really wasn't that important. You came to see Milton Berle and the Rat videos and stuff like that. So they just Y&T was like a precursor, not style wise, but to Tesla. Like Tesla is a great band. And they had some hits and they had some success, but they didn't have like that huge album because they were competing with Poison and Cinderella. Uh, I mean, Roger Daltrey, I think, just turned 80 years old. Shout out to him. Happy birthday. I know The Who plays. They do more like one-off gigs now. I heard Milton Berle had the biggest dick in Hollywood. Um, so good for him. Of course, his nephew was Marshall Berle, who managed Rat. What up, Richard Kish? Hello, everyone. Honky Tonk, Tennessee. Uh, I mean, well, Tesla was good, but like that band was not attractive at all, and they were popping right at the end of the prime of glam. Skid Row, and I mean, Guns N' Roses was starting to blow up, and then you had the harder stuff like Pantera. Like it's good to see that Charlotte Arena does look packed, which is great to see. Um, so I'm very happy that Sting will go out to a packed house. Yeah, Mean Streak's great, Leo. I mean, it just sucks that. Um, I mean, I wouldn't give Dancing Undercover an A+. I would give the first Rat album an A+. I would give the EP an A+. It definitely could. Eat Beaver, I'll give you that. Um, And then with each album, I think they got a little bigger and like Kiss and like any band, after your first big album, you tend to go downhill. Now, the opposite of that to me was the Outfield. After Play Deep, they had a lot of good albums. They didn't do as well, but like they didn't go down in terms of songs. But their problem was their first single and record was so big they just could never follow it up. So, um, but that happens. I mean, look at Kiss. After Kiss Alive, which I think is their best-selling album ever. They were up and down. A couple good albums, couple bad albums. So, we got 58 minutes till Revolution starts, but I think Zero Hour is about to stuff. You think you're tough. That's a great video because it's filmed all around the street where I live. You're out of control. You think you're tough. Your talk's getting bold when you find your own way out. Guitar solo, Warren DeMartini. Um, when they pick up the band in the Rolls Royce, that's the Roxy parking lot. That's literally right up the street. And I believe I did a YouTube video maybe 3 months ago about some of the locations for the Lay It Down video. The restaurant where Warren and Juan walk in to steal the two girls from Marshall Burl is still there. It's called something Cartel or it's still same signage, same like frontage. It's pretty weird. And the area where what is it? Tommy Lee and Nikki Sixx beat up Bobby Blotzer. It looks exactly the same. So yeah, I think that was on YouTube. It's pretty funny. Of course, I also showed you the Radical Neon store. Thank you to Radical Neon for that sign. I'm not endorsed by them, but I still like to shout them out. Dude, here's the crazy thing. AC/DC, the 50, what was it, about a month ago, Piercy played the Whiskey A Go-Go, and I was there. And that kid, now a full adult, probably in his mid-40s, came backstage and like everyone was like, that's the kid from the Lay It Down video. And I think if you go maybe about 12 pictures into my Instagram, you'll see a picture of him. Yes, staying in the house. I'm gonna get a lemonade. Hold on, a Diet Rockstar. Yeah. He was I think his name is Whit Helford or something like that. I know William Zoom will type in the real name instantly. So we'll do another hour here, and then once the regular pay-per-view starts, I'll probably watch that in the comfort of my house, my palatial condo. All right. Here comes, I believe this is the 12-man tag. Man, this hurts seeing Jay White in this. Yes, I will. Tomorrow I will. I don't know, Sour Milk. I don't know. I want you guys to always want more. I don't want to stream. I think the people who stream constantly are just like, give me your money, give me your money. Man, I haven't seen Salem's Lot in a very long time. Of course, my favorite David. All right, here comes this 12-man tag's out of control. We've got Jarrett, Satnam Singh, Sanjay Dutt, my buddy Jay Lethal. I can't watch this, man. It pains me to see uh, Jay White in this match. My favorite David Soul is I believe what was the Dirty Harry? Was it Magnum Force? Um, where he David Soul was the leader of the Rogue Cops. I believe it was Magnum Force with a Robert Urich, the great Robert Urich. Although my sister did a film with him, she was hair and makeup and kind of insinuated Robert Urich was a little creepy. So yeah, no, I'm a black machismo man myself, to be honest with you, Ross. Uh, yeah, they're not using. I agree, Dave. Like Jay White is a star, great on the mic. And I'm happy for the Gunn brothers because I'm a friend of the Guns. But to have Jay White in 0 hour, man, fuck, man, that's horrible. It's just like, man, it's just like, what are they doing with this guy? He was the star of New Japan, and you got him in the Bang Bang Scissor Gang? Like that, come on. I'm just listening to the rap Max Caster does. But I mean, like, it's just like it's like putting a prime De Niro in a movie with Lorenzo Lamas. It's just like, what are you doing, man? Like, I know as fans, we're just fans, and we want to see everyone, all of our favorites, do well and stuff. But it's just like, I mean, I mean, who in the AEW booking? Well, not everyone loves the Acclaimed. Like who in the AEW now? I've heard the bookers or the writers or whatever like is Sanjay Dutt. Um, I'm sure Jeff Jarrett has influence. Like who sits there and goes, "We've got a star in Jay White in his physical prime. He's great on the mic. He's great in the ring. He's worldwide known. Let's put him in the Bang Bang Scissor Gang." Like that's just fuck, man. Like it almost makes me angry. Like when Sting got jobbed out to Triple H, it's just like, come on. Like it physically pains me. But I love watching Austin Gunn, man. He's the best seller in the business. Goodfellas, without hesitation. Well, the problem is they have a bloated roster, but so does WWE, so I don't know um, what the solution is, and they're bringing in Okada, and he's another guy. I hope he doesn't get the fucking Jay White treatment. Like if they were smart, because a lot of American fans, like I don't really watch New Japan, so I would just have Osprey and Okada, Jay White and Osprey, Okada and Jay White. Uh, I don't want to see three-way matches. Just two people, man. Omega comes back, get that in the group. You could have Jay White, reform the Bullet Club, Japan. So the problem is AEW, like they play to the marks, which is great for the marks because the marks will pop a boner with Jay White and Osprey or Omega and Okada. But the casual fans, the American fans, they don't know the significance of that. So I think they have to do a better job. Like when Jay White was introduced to AEW, I had no idea who he was because I don't watch New Japan. So Well, I mean, I'm not very confident that they're gonna do, um, either. I mean, it's pretty hard to fuck up Will Ospreay and Okada, but I would have said that about Jay White too. Like, how could you fuck up that guy? I mean, he's literally hits every check mark. You know, put Jay White against Wardlow or something. Oh, really? Eat Beaver? I haven't heard of that, but well, I mean, I think like Osprey. I mean, he's already got heat, but um, I would have had him enter. Like he has his match with Takeshita, and but then he comes back out for Sting's match, and he costs Sting the match. That's Sting's like, hey, I'm gonna put you over to an American audience. Imagine the instant heel heat he would have. That's the guy who fucked Sting in his last match. So, 100%, Dave. Um, well, I think Tony means well. Like Tony's a fan with money. Um, so that's the thing. You know, that's all he is a fan with money. So like he's like literally doing what I would be doing. Uh, like, oh my God, let's sign Osprey, let's sign Jay White, let's sign Okada, let's sign, you know, that is pretty funny. All those guys doing the Ric Flair walk. Uh, another one, Mercedes Monet. Um, I'm worried for her because I don't think that the women's division in AEW, which I like, but I don't think there's a lot of good opponents for her. And what I mean by that is, obviously the first two opponents for me would be um, Tony Storm and then Julia Hart, or vice versa. But I don't know if Julia Hart's ready for Mercedes. I mean, Mercedes is the Will Ospreay of female wrestlers. So, oh, I don't know how to do that, Kip. I'll look into it after I sign off. I'm done trying to do stuff in the middle of a stream because it always fucks up my. I don't know. Like someone said something about the sound the other day, and I let me work on that. And um, oh my man, my Direct TV just went dark on me, man. I paid $50 for this shit. You know what happens when I think I've been wronged? Hold on here. I want my fucking money back. Uh, let's see. Man, we got a problem in AEW, man. My 0 hour, which I paid for, has gone dark. No, thank you, Kip. I don't know what that means. Okay, I'll check it out after, Chris. Pam, I am. Hello, hello. But thank you always. You guys always try and help me out. As you guys know, I don't have an Adam Hineker on my side, but I appreciate you guys helping me out. I mean, I think Storm would because it's going to be a big deal when she comes in, but that initial oh my God, Mercedes Moné is here is going to fade after a couple weeks, and it's like okay, now you might say Jamie Hayter would be a good when she comes back. Britt Baker would be a good one. Okay. I'm a little angry about that. I just lost about 5. I want my fucking money back if that happens again. You know what happens when I feel wronged. Crowd's kinda dead for this, 12-man tag. Alright, here comes Satnam Singh. I don't like to watch. Oh my god, he just did a chest slap. Uh, Yeeks. Um, man, he is a big dude. Now, I remember Jay Lethal telling me that Satnam Singh does not know how strong he really is, so he could have the potential to physically hurt people. Ross Incognito. Earl, remind us of the cost of SoFi Stadium pro football game. Well, I mean, you know, it's $100 to park around SoFi, and you park at the Forum. The ticket for a Steeler Ram game was $357. Now you don't have to pick a good seat; you can sit up where the poors do, and that's probably 100 to 200. But I wanted a decent seat. I was in the end zone about 70 rows up, so I had a great, uh, view. Food. Now I was with two other people, so I bought their food as well. Um, that was a little over $100. So let's say it was just me. It was probably $70. So all in all, I didn't buy any merch. It's about $600. Now let's go into what it would have cost for me to go to Revolution. Now I fly first class, so this is not a coach ticket. First class on American Airlines, flying out of LA at 6 a.m. this morning. Round trip coming back home tomorrow was a week ago. It was $2,600. Last night when I went on, $2,100. Um, Tickets section A, um, $200 to $300. Now, the main stumbling block was, well, how did I get to the fucking event from Charlotte? Because it's in Greensboro. Let's say $100 each way for an Uber and $100 to, uh, you know, from from Greensboro to Charlotte to get back to the airport. So, not a cheap endeavor. So I'm watching the event. I'm streaming. Let's see. Let me thank my tippers. J-Man Jack and Easy123. Yeah, I'm making a few bucks doing this. Thank you to both of those men. Um, Kings did look good against the Devils. Dubois still, I don't know what he's doing, but I don't think I've ever seen a player play so much with one hand on his stick. Um, but that is, um, that's what it is. Um, Certainly not the effort a guy making $8.5 million should be given. We got Willie Mack in here. It's great to see Willie Mack. I saw Willie Mack about 2 years ago in XPW. So to see Willie Mack, it's pretty neat to see him. Like, it's like seeing an open mic comic get on a good show. Pam, I am the queen of my stream. Saint Ranger and I say Earl, $10. Pam, I am $10. Saint Ranger and I say Earl is a super guy. We've been busy, but support you. I got to go now, but have a great day. Pam, before you go, Pam, I am gifting 5 memberships. Thank you, Pam, very much. Now we've got Satnam Singh. beating up on Billy Gunn and Jay White, and he just threw the worst fake punch I've ever seen in my life. But the damage he could have done if he connected. Love you, Pam. I am. Tell Saint Ranger I said hello, and thank you very much. Thank Pam for if you got a free membership. Well, it's not a free membership, but like, you know, thank Pam I am for her membership gift. If you were a beneficiary of that. Oh, now we got Jay White giving Willie Mack the Blade Runner. All right, and that's the end of the match. I mean, that was a quick and painless match, but man, it just I don't want to harp on it, but fuck, man. It is 4:21 and Jay White's night is over. Now, unless he comes back. Now, maybe instead of Osprey interfering in Sting's match, you have Jay White interfere. Oh, I don't really swear too much in the chat, but I'll do my best to I try and I mean, I know I've said the word that rhymes with grape, talking about comedy, of course. J-Man Jack gifting 5 memberships. You're in a hot roll. Uh-oh. Jay White's cutting a promo. I think he's going to turn heel right now. See, this is why I don't like to watch and do a stream. But I think Jay White's about to do a heel. Jay White's up to something. Sorry. This is my only reluctance in doing a stream. I want to hear what Jay White. I know he's going to start talking shit. Oh, thank you, Max. Hold on. Damn, I really want to listen to this. No, sorry about that. See, that's why I don't, like, hold on. I'm going to pause this because I want to hear Jay White talk some shit. He's just amping up for that, but I don't want to watch, and then I'm quiet. You guys don't want to see me just going like that, but actually, I might have to. All right, he's talking nice about AEW. Uh-oh, here we go. Yeah, but I have to worry about you guys because without you guys, I couldn't do a stream. He is good on the mic. Good-looking guy. Feel free to ask questions. I'll look. I'm not gonna do this the whole night, but uh-oh. Uh, alright, that was a little disappointing, to be honest with you. I thought he was gonna start talking shit about the Acclaimed. Alright, we got 34 minutes before, the main pay-per-view starts, so we got 34 minutes of the chat, baby dolls. Well, you're right. I'm not a dancing, monkey, but, I like to unlike some podcasters, I don't look at you guys as just a financial monkey to me. I do appreciate the super chats, and the gifted memberships. I mean, it is nice to get, I guess, tipped or compensated for my time, but so I try and be good to you guys as you guys are good to me. Now there I see Rocky Romero on the screen, the man who gave me a chest chop where my chest still hurts. Well, I think there's a lot of blurred lines, Kip, in the um, streaming world of people who are just in it for money and look at you guys just as straight up like, give me money, give me money, give me money, and I'll just do this for hours on hours. This stream will probably be an hour and a half or so, and then we all have a nice Sunday night. What up, Luna Shtick? I hope you are having a good Sunday. I'm just hanging out with Lois, my baby girl. Um, so excited. So it's a good card. I mean, this has potential to be a great card. Um, I'm not really feeling the Hangman portion of that match with Swerve and Samoa Joe. My thoughts, Corb. I believe you are new to the stream. This is a dabble-free stream from now on, but since I'm as of now on the Hackamania Sausage Fest, I'm looking forward to the stand-up. But in some ways, I'm not. Because it's like I did a sold-out show last night at the Comedy Store in the main room. I closed out the second show, and it was fucking awesome, man. It was just like everything, every reason why I got into stand-up comedy was last night. Crowd was hot. Shane Torres, who went on before me, and my friend Jessica Michelle Singleton, they were killing it. Had a fun post dinner with a bunch of comics. And it was just like awesome, like to like do that. So I don't, a bar show, which I believe is what Hackamania is at the Nerd, unless I'm misreading what the room is. Just like, and someone's going to record it. They're going to record all our sets, and then it'll be endless hours of talking how bad our comedy is at a bar show. I'm good. Yes, that is Rocky Romero chopped me. And let me tell you something. I don't know what that looked like on camera, but my chest hurt for 3 days and was bruised for a week. That shit hurt. And Rocky's not like a huge dude. So, oh, they're doing a pack video. Interesting. He's kind of been MIA. I met him once. He's a big dude. Short, but big. He's good, though. Like, that's another guy they kinda misused. So we got about a half hour left, guys, so fire off those questions but, I mean, he was there. He had that great series with, I think, Omega, and then there's nothing. Well, I don't think Flair's gonna turn on Sting. I think they teased that, but then the Young Bucks attacked him. I mean, there's definitely gonna be something, and I am curious, like, I always thought that, well, Sting should win his final match and ride off into the sunset, but I've had a lot of my friends in the wrestling industry go, "No, you go out on your back. You put someone over." So then the prevailing thought is, well, who should Sting put over? Maybe Darby turns on Sting. That would be great. That would put Darby over instantly as a heel. You could have someone like Jay White or Ospreay come back after their match, cost Sting the match, instant heat. Um, so, I mean, well, Rocky told me, "Hey, man, I took it easy on you, uh, but you're lucky Ospreay." It's so cool to see David Crockett. That's crazy, man. And being interviewed by Tony Schiavone. This is old school. Um, but it's going to be interesting to see who Sting puts over. Yeah, Pac and Kenny Omega, but they just fucking. Oh, wasn't it a trios match? It was the Elite against Pac and the Lucha Brothers, uh, Ray Phoenix and Penta. Um, so I mean, but where's the TV time for Pac? I mean, where do you put him? And this is also with Collision. Look at Miro. There's no TV time for the guy, but it's just like, why'd you guys sign this guy if you're not going to fucking use him? Uh, so it's just frustrating because there's so many good wrestlers on the sideline. I mean, look at the wrestlers not on this card tonight. You've got Miro, he's not on. Pac's not on. Um, it's just, man, they're showing some of these Sting mask in the crowd, the old dudes with the makeup. It's like, yeeks. I mean, it is a great situation for someone to turn on Sting. And, everyone thinks, oh, Flair's going to do something, but I haven't heard one person say Darby's going to turn on him. Now, it wouldn't really make sense, like Darby has no reason to turn on Sting. But, man, I don't mean to be sexist, but Willow Nightingale's got some giant boobs. What up, Sean Odell? We're just watching AEW 0 Hour. Think of this as pregame for AEW Revolution, Sting's final match. It's going to be a good one, a fun night, a long night. Well, I mean, so we have Willow Nightingale, Chris Statlander coming out with Stokely Hathaway. I believe there's one other woman. Oh, no, maybe not. I forget who their opponents were. Pretty full crowd. That's pretty awesome. Uh, it's going to be a fun night. I mean, I saw Willow win the New Japan title in Long Beach. She's good. I think that was the match Mercedes broke her ankle. Oh, okay, this is a Sky Blue and Julia Hart. I have a little crush on Sky Blue, to be honest with you. I'm attracted to cunts. I mean, she's wearing like a dominatrix outfit, tagging with Julia Hart, a potential opponent for Mercedes Moné. By the way, I believe her debut will be Mercedes Moné's debut will be next Wednesday in Boston, a week from Wednesday in Boston. I mean, I do like Chris Statlander, but there's just something about her that doesn't do it for me. I mean, she's a great wrestler, but she's kind of an odd-looking broad. But House of Black, how do you not have House of Black on this pay-per-view? Like, it's just like, and I realize, that not everyone can be on the fucking card. But it's still like Malachi Black. How do you not have him on the fucking card at all? I mean, how sweet. I mean, you take away the 12-man tag match and, put the House of Black, maybe have the House of Black turn on each other. Something. It's got to be something for them. It's inexcusable to not have them on a major pay-per-view. I love Julia Hart. She's good. I mean, she's a little green at 22, but I do see her as a potential opponent for Mercedes Moné, aka Sasha Banks. Probably should give Tony Storm the first run with Mercedes, and then maybe Julia Hart and Mercedes in London. That would be a good one. It's crazy she's so talented. But I love me some Sky Blue. She looks like a total bitch. I'm sure she's really nice, but like, and I wouldn't mind hanging out with Willow Nightingale. I mean, she'd leave quite the impression on me and my mattress. Hello. So I'm getting some texts from some wrestling freaks. I get distracted easily, so 20 minutes left in the stream before the stream is over. So fire off dim questions, and I will answer them to the best of my ability. Eat Beaver, I wish. Eat Beaver, I wish. If she was into me, I'd be in Charlotte right now, driving to Greensboro. I can only wish that Sky Blue wants the Hogzilla. But I'm staying away from young girls. I finally learned my lesson. I've dated a lot of young women in my past, and that never quite works out for me. But that's okay. You live and learn in the jungle of Los Angeles dating. So, by the way, now that this is a Dabbleverse free zone altogether, there's a tiered pricing structure for any ex-girlfriend questions. I think you could probably guess which one is the most expensive. Yeah, I mean, Julia Hart's improved a lot. And I mean, 22, that's crazy to be that good at 22. But if they put her in against Sasha, she just might not be ready. I mean, Sasha would definitely have to be the ring general, if you will, in that match. Sonny is not getting any Hogzilla. Yeah, I learned my lesson, William. I mean, because I think the problem is I attract a lot of damaged women. And at first, it works out for me because like, oh, this guy's so nice. No one's ever treated me this nice. And then it kind of gets to be like that I'm boring. Like, oh, he's not hitting me. Oh, he's not treating me like a piece of shit. I'm going to go back to Jimmy or whoever. So, but my problem is I'm not around women my age or even 10, maybe 10 years my age, younger. I mean, I would say the average age of that comedy club crowd last night at the store was 35 and a lot of younger than that. That's what I'm around. So, um, we'll figure it out. You know me, I'm a soldier. I'm taking a break from broads right now. But, oh, yeah, I mean, I know a few prison guards. They're a horny bunch. And they know, like comics do at the comedy store, where the cameras aren't, if you know what I'm saying. So, pretty slow paced match right now. The crowd's not really into this match. But, give them time. 18 minutes and 14 seconds till AEW Revolution starts. Get ready, guys, for a night of greatness and the end of Sting's 40-year career. I don't mean to be creepy, but all these girls have great bodies. Crowd's dead, though, for this match. That's not a good sign. But for the Sting match, they're going to be on top of it. I know. Well, there's so many predators out here. And it's not even for sex, it's just using people. Hey, I've seen headliners take a younger comic on the road. Oh, can you pick me up? And can you write me 10 minutes? And can you do this? Can you do that? Uh, I mean, that's a good one, E. Beaver. I would say since Bridget Fonda is a free woman, that Sonny fucked up the most. But, you know, I don't know. I don't know. Bridget Fonda is unbelievable. I used to have a huge crush on her. And I get it. The business, I seen the business chew people up out here, man. I mean, Bridget Fonda was successful by any measuring stick. And look how she ended up. Just, she was like Jenny Wright. You just want to quit the fucking business. Look at Elon Mitchell Smith, he quit the businesses and he's teaching school in Austin. He'd rather teach school in Austin and he was successful. Look at me. I'm doing streams on YouTube. Hello. So, yeah, crowd's not really popping. Yeah, I mean, she really was. I mean, Point of No Return was like her, to me, and Single White Female was her physical or not physical, but her looks, I guess, physical to a degree. Jenny Wright, man. You guys know how I feel about Jenny. And look at Jenny now. She just looks like a deflated version of herself living on like a fucking goat farm in New York. So, yeah, I mean, Bridget, the early to mid 90s, Bridget Fonda was pretty hot. And now she just like just let herself go but I could get it. Like she's probably, from the age of probably 10, she was a model or whatever, and her whole life it was based on, hey, you can't gain weight, you can't lose weight, you gotta look like a whore, you should get breast implants. And she was probably like, fuck that. And just lives a happy life now, probably 100 pounds overweight, doesn't give a fuck, but I bet you she's happier now. Didn't have to deal with the Weinsteins of the world, the Cosbys, and all the other fucking slobs in this business. No, I think the bunny, she was also great. She's married to the Blade, so I don't want to be too creepy. But I do believe she has an OnlyFans, but I'm not paying for an OnlyFans that some girl's married. Like, it's a little out of line. Well, these girls all make more money on OnlyFans. What was it? Paige Van Zandt said in 1 month on OnlyFans, she made more money than all of her UFC fights combined. What would you do? Make little money getting the shit kicked out of you, getting CTE, or just, show your tits and maybe your beaver on OnlyFans? That's a nice move. Willow and Chris just caught Sky Blue together. Sky Blue is a very strong. She's built, and Statlander's a fucking physically strong woman. Oh my god! Willow Nightingale just put her ass in Sky Blue's face. Uh-oh. Oh, that looked like it hurt. Oh, really? Wait, how have you seen pics, William, and not paid? I'd like to know how that works. Death Valley Driver, Willow Nightingale, and Julia Hart. I get the feeling they're gonna butcher Julia Hart. She'll go to WWE. I hope not. I mean, the women's division is like set to get a big infusion of Mercedes. Britt Baker will come back, and Jamie Hayter. Like, I like their division better than WWE. And if they can pick off a few people from TNA. Wait, who was Cherry? Oh, the Bunny. Yeah, I like the Bunny. I mean, that one match where she bled in AEW, that's arguably maybe the greatest AEW women's match of all time, outside of Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa. I mean, I don't have a type, but the Bunny is like kind of my type. Big tits, kind of bimbo-y looking, but not too over the top. Good for the Blade. But then a girl like Sky Blue comes along and she's natural, big lower body, pretty big boobies. I don't know if she has mega flapjacks. Hold on. Well, let me do that now. I don't like typing in the stream, but you know what? Let me do it right now. Is that her real name? I mean, I'm assuming her real name isn't the Bunny. Hold on here. All these people messaging me now. I'm trying to look up free naked pictures. Fuck. Leave me alone. Let's see. Thank you, William Zoom. If this works, you never have to super chat me ever. Leaked pics. All right. Nude leaks. Okay. Let's see. Now I can't show this on the stream, but hopefully my Wi-Fi. All right, I'm getting. Man, there's Jesus Christ. There's some. I get in a lot of pictures that aren't. Man, there's some hoes out there. Hello. I'm on some website, Fapello. Oh my, I can't watch these sex videos. Let me go to another site. Uh, okay, let me go on this page. This is a great stream. You must be 18 years of older. Yes, I am. Oh, I think. Oh my God, I think I got him. Thank you, William Zoom. You just become the first masturbate and chill. What is this? Live chat. I don't want live chat. I want to see naked pictures of the bunny. Fuck. This is well, it might. I don't like this. There's too many pop-ups. Britney Snow nude scene. I don't want Britney Snow nude scenes. Let me do this one more time. Maybe this is the key to a big stream, you know? Let me see. Okay, let me go on this site. I know. Please wait. Preparing everything you need. Just a moment. That's a good site. Gives you a little build up. I mean, how hard is it to there's a lot of pop-ups on these sites. Jesus. Amazon loyalty program. Well, at least there's that. All right, we got 7 minutes. If you guys have any direct links, don't put them in the stream, but there is a thing called Instagram. 8 photos. Let me go on this site. Shoosh time. Okay, this is better. I think I found the site. That's all right. China can have my info. I don't watch porn, even though it looks like I produce it. Boing. All right, these aren't that. Okay, here we go. By the way, I'll give this place a little. All right. It's not bad. Mine Earth Sucks was Darla from the Little Rascals. But in my defense, I was 8 years old too. Let's see. Good for the Blade. Shout out to the Blade. I mean, she's kind of got like a weird tummy, like a muscular. I mean, great booty. Okay, that's good for her. Well, thank you, William Zoom. All right, I'm gonna. Man, you go on these sites, you get more pop-ups than anything I've ever seen. Yes, I'm an Apple man. Thank you to William Zoom. You've reached all-star status in the Earlverse for providing me that information. Um, I don't think Sting, who's a reborn Christian, would appreciate me looking at this kind of smut. 5 minutes left, guys. 5 minutes left in the stream. I must watch AEW Revolution on my own. Thank you very much. I'm getting many texts right now. I mean, Dave, I don't know. I mean, on paper, there's not a bad match. But, inevitably, there will be a bad match. By the way, my dad dated Tina Louise before my mom, Ginger from Gilligan's Island. But my first like crush. I mean, I don't know if she was my first. Like, it's hard to remember. I've had so many crushes, but Amanda Peterson and "Can't Buy Me Love," like, who kind of looks like a girl from my past. Sweet Home Alabama, if you know what I'm talking about. Um, Trying to think. Amy Dolan's was, an '80s crush. Of course, Tawny Katane was a crush, which is ironic or whatever you want to call it, since I became friends with her. And I think, oddly enough, Tawny had a crush on me because I was like literally the only guy not creeping on her. Petra Verkijk, absolutely. Maybe the greatest natural boobs I've ever seen them. Well, I've never seen them like firsthand, but man, I'm starting to tear up. They're showing all these Sting highlights. Rest in peace. Uh, Tawny was awesome to me. I really should put on the. Whoa. Yes, She's Out of Control was a good movie. Thank you, Earth Sucks. I can't see in this fucking thing. You have a good night. Trying to think of crushes. I mean, Heather Thomas. So you mean the Yellow Ranger in terms of Power Rangers? I never really watched that show. Um, Cheryl Tiegs, like Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition. Like, um, I mean, I wouldn't. I mean, Sydney Sweeney now. Like, like once again, I don't have a type, but um, I tend to prefer busty women. I don't know. Every time I see Peter Chicken Man Brennan in the stream, I hold on. Let me put this on for Peter Chicken Man Brennan. Peter Chicken Man Brennan, $2. Better born again, Sting or Shawn Michaels? I'm gonna go with Sting. Any Sting related super chats, I will put the mask on. Oh, really? Did Heather Thomas like the Booger Sugar? I mean, Stevie Nicks was pretty, 100%. Trying to think. Well, Jenny Wright and The Wildlife. Like, unbelievable. Thank you, Peter Chicken Man Brennan. And as the stream is concluding, so I can watch AEW Revolution. Let me thank my tippers, my supporters. J-Man Jack, Easy123, Pam I Am, J-Man Jack, and the Chicken Man, Peter Brennan. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Hold on. Let me take a picture of the FBI warning to let people know I paid for AEW Revolution. I don't take pictures of super chats. I take pictures of AEW FBI warnings to let people know I paid. So we'll go for 5 more minutes. 5 more bonus minutes. And then I must watch the pay-per-view in the comfort of my home. Alicia Cuthbert, yes, I mean she's hot. See ya, Dave. Enjoy the wrestling. Yeah, it should be. I'm having high hopes that it is a good pay-per-view. I mean, a lot of good matches on paper. There's really not one match. I'm going. I don't know about that. Outside of the 12-man tag, I just don't. Um, I mean, Catherine Bach from Dukes of Hazzard, Charlene Tilton in Dallas, like early seasons of Dallas, like wow. Lee Purcell in Big Wednesday. Once again, I don't have a type, but that is. If I did have a type, Lee Purcell in Valley Girl as well. Yeah, I think there's another woman we talk about, kind of Alicia Cuthbert. Oh, we have Daniel Garcia. All right, I'm gonna pause this so I don't miss any of Christian's hijinks. Actually, I'll just keep it going. Yeah, Agent Scully was hot in the early seasons of X Files. But Alicia Cuthbert, I think she just wants to have a family now, and I think she got sick of being a fucking sex object and stuff. And she just wants to, I think you gotta. I mean, I gotta be honest with you. Nick Wayne's mom, like, you can tell I mean, she's older, so she's a little heavier than probably she's ever been, but she's kind of hot. Yeah, I mean, I don't think plastic surgery is ever. Can anyone in chat find out what brand of turtleneck Christian wears? I'd like to wear one to the gym. And of course, a lot of the '80s metal. The girl from the Britney Fox school, girl school video, the main girl. Really, a lot of girls in that video were fucking hot. I asked the teacher in that video to come on my podcast to talk about the video. She's like, I don't think so. I've seen your act. What a bitch. Lee Purcell was just, yeah, she was like that almost Ginny Wright, where she's not like classically pretty, but she's cute. Deborah Foreman. I mean, yeah, Deborah Foreman and Valley Girl, like, wow. And Michelle Mayrink, I think that's how you say her name, from Valley Girl and Real Genius. Uh, very like kind of cute, but like, yeah, Aaron Gray. Was that show Aaron Gray was on? I think she was a stewardess. Um, I mean, so many hot um, girls from the 70s and 80s sitcoms. Um, and really all the girls from Can't Buy Me Love. The girl with the curly hair, the kind of the cunty friend, and then Darcy DeMoss, I think is her name, with the big tits and stuff. She was hot. Amy Dolenz was in Can't Buy Me Love, a small part. Of course, my good friend Court McCowan, Comedy Store Paid Regular. Um, he was in Can't Buy Me Love as Quint, the kind of the dick. And Aubrey Edwards, the referee in AEW, is she's got an interesting look. Lita Ford was hot back in the day, but knowing that she fucked Chris Holmes, that's definitely yeah, tough. All right. I'm gonna pause this match because we are ending. You got 1 more minute for any last minute questions. Any Sting super chats, I will answer in the mask. Like I'm trying to get you guys to super chat. That's about as sales pitchy as I get. Um, she banged Nikki Sixx, Chris Holmes. I mean, Lita Ford was like a dude. Like, it's like, what do you mean by that? Like, Lita Ford liked to get fucked. I think she also was married to Jim Gillette from Nitro. He was a singer who could crack glass with his voice. So, there you go. I met her once backstage because my friend Bobby Rock is her drummer. I mean, we're not like good friends, but he did come on the Inappropriate Earl podcast. Look up Bobby Rock, Inappropriate Earl. So I don't think I'm gonna do a live stream after the event, but I'll do one tomorrow. I'll do a Revolution review. We'll do that. Let's say 4 p.m. tomorrow. We'll do a yeah, I mean, her problem is like the outfield. She could never really quite follow up "Kiss Me Deadly." Had a few beers, getting high, sitting watching the time go by. Kiss me deadly. Had a real job and I worked real bad. I don't know what the lyrics are to that song. Yeah, I mean, booze really like. I mean, like because when I met her, like this was probably 2015. I won't say who I was with. Let's just say I would say Grace before meals. And she was very nice. Bobby introduced us, and but she definitely, you could tell she's, she had a good life. Like she partied. Yeah, Close My Eyes Forever. That came pretty close to capturing the attention or whatever you want to call it of Kiss Me Deadly. And but that's also a lot because of Ozzy. But I'm talking about non-Ozzy Lita songs. Like she never really quite um, got the magic of Kiss Me Deadly again. I mean, that song was huge, and the video was like gigantic. It really made no sense. The band in a ice pick warehouse, just playing, just chilling. So, all right, guys, 3 more minutes. We're going to go to an hour and 40. 3 more minutes. I've got the pay-per-view on pause. I'm breaking my rule. I don't know about that, Kip Smith. I'll be honest with you. Yeah, great guitar player. She has a great band. I mean, Bobby Rock is like a drummer. Probably one of my favorite interviews ever on Inappropriate Earl because she could like fucking, or he could remember because he's never really been a partier, and now he's like Mr. Vegan working out. I mean, he'll go for a 10-mile jog after the show. He'll lift weights at 4 a.m. So his memory is really amazing. So, uh, and I think who is it? Patrick Kinnison, I believe, is in the band, along with I want to say Marty O'Brien, if I'm not mistaken. She may have. I don't know if she changes band members in and out. I mean, I know Bobby's always been the drummer, but yeah, I mean, it was Lita Ford opening up for Ace Frehley. By the way, the new Ace Frehley song, Cherry Medicine, is growing on me. You make me feel better when you're wearing black leather. Um, Pretty funny video if you look up Ace Frehley, Cherry Medicine. Like, he's got all these fucking bimbos around him, and it's like, you girls should win Oscars for acting like you're turned on by Ace Frehley. Woo! And I love how he gets out of a Ferrari. I'm like, that's a rental. So speaking of girl rock stars, thoughts on the Donnas? They did some stuff with Stephen Pearcy back in the day. I think they did a cover of Round and Round. I liked it. I think no, that was the Dolly Rots I saw open up for Bowling for Soup at the Roxy. That was my first really introduction to Bowling for Soup live. I mean, Jarrett the singer said something so funny that always sticks with me. He's like, "All right, guys, we're gonna do a new song now. So if you got to take a shit or take a piss, now would be the time." And you talk about a wrestler being over. Bowling for Soup was over. I mean, I didn't realize what a cult following they have. Um, so I mean, every song was being sung by the crowd. All right, we got 30 seconds, guys, before the Earlverse is closed up for the evening. 15. We'll do a countdown. Thank you guys for the tippers. You guys are appreciated greatly. And thank you guys for just listening. There's many ways you can help other than financial. If you want to see me on certain shows, you just at them on Twitter. Hey, when's Earl Skakel? We're going to be on blah blah blah. It helps. Earl, the construction is not too bad. My neighbor's great. Like both my neighbors on both sides are awesome. Like they put up with lowest bargain, and I put up with the construction. I hit a year run where it was fucking brutal. Like the roofing project took forever. They damaged my unit, and then my next door neighbor's project kicked in. So I literally went like 8 months with just wacky sleep patterns. So yes, William is right. All right, you guys. This has been the Earlverse stream. I appreciate you guys checking in. Don't worry, random guy. See, that's what don't tell me next week. Wait a few weeks till you build. I'm not doing this stream for money. I have no intentions of getting rich from streaming. I'm doing this to build up my brand name. And like I said, there's many ways, random guy, for people to help a comic that aren't financial. Liking posts on Instagram helps. Watching YouTube videos helps. And hopefully you like the content. Yes, you can, Dave. I mean, unfortunately, I'm not. I'm in a weird level of fame. Not that fame's probably the wrong word, but I'm at a weird level of notoriety. Like I'm known, but I'm not known. But yeah. Grimace and pain. Flex those like button muscles. So for me to play like say the Pittsburgh Improv, I'd have to be on a current hit cartoon or something like that, which I'm working on. I probably do 3 to 5 voiceover auditions a week for cartoons and animated movies and projects, lottery commercials. Buy your Georgia State Lottery scratchers now. Void where prohibited. I'm working, man. I'm not a lazy person. I probably give you guys the impression that I'm lazy through my slow delivery. But yeah, I mean that's why I started. A lot of people are like, why did you put up audio only podcasts on YouTube? So I was trying to get the hours up, but now my hours are great. Like I've hit every goal you need to in terms of watch hours. So now it's just, trying to do good streams and all that stuff. So Earlverse tomorrow, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We'll do a evolution or a revolution recap. And we'll talk a little hockey or whatever you guys want, action movies or whatever. William Zoom, random guy, Kip Smith, Boulder Johnny, longtime ally of mine, Ross Incognito. I mean, the 21 people listening in the stream, I do appreciate it. And, I'm a soldier. I'm a comedy soldier trying to make it. Skakel, over and out.